More fun stuff to talk about now. I'm joined by Noah Failer and our very own Colton Woods. And guys, we're talking about this new escape room that Noah, you are opening in Muskegon later this week. You guys grew up as friends when you were much younger, and you brought this up to me that, hey, this really cool thing, new escape room happening in Muskegon. And so Noah, you're the mastermind here. Talk to us a little bit about Locked In is what it's called.
Yeah, so I had the idea a couple of years ago, and it just, in the last couple of months, the stars kind of just aligned for it to just happen.
Yeah.
As a family, we've done escape rooms for 8+ years. We do them on vacations or birthdays, and I kind of fell in love with them and the idea of being challenged mentally and the puzzles. And so I designed a couple on my own, and then when it happened, I was like, we could actually open one of these up and try it out for ourselves. So that's what we're kind of doing now.
Yeah, and so it's opening Friday. I mean, what has the process to open an escape room looked like for you? Like timeline-wise, how long have you been working on this?
So we started mid-December, and it's been day and night from there.
Wow.
My dad helped me build most of it. Does construction, so he helped the build-out process, but my family helped spread the social media around, and building the rooms or coming up with the puzzles was kind of the easy part to me because I've loved them. So the puzzles weren't the difficult part, the execution was, and that's where my dad came in to help me there, and it kind of just happened from there, and we're good to open up now.
Yeah, so cool. Colton, I mean, for you to see someone that you grew up with now opening up, a new business and such a niche, cool business, what's that like for you?
I think it's pretty cool. I had no idea that Noah was even opening up an escape room, and then I saw on Facebook that they had a Facebook account, and I was like, oh, what is this? So I checked that out, and yeah, it looks pretty cool. What, you have two different kind of themed rooms? What are those?
Yes, we have one that's a pirate theme and one that's a library theme.
Okay, cool.
And for someone, I've done an escape room. Have you done an escape room before?
I have.
You have, okay. So for anyone who's not familiar with kind of how an escape room works, can you kind of walk us through what the experience is like a little bit?
Yeah, so most of them are typically an hour long, and you'll get locked in a room with your team, and there's a storyline that you have to follow. So, for example, one of ours is a pirate room. So it's the captain of the pirate ship has locked you in his cabin, and your goal is to escape before the ship sinks.
Oh no!
That's cool.
So you're racing against the clock, and it's high stakes, and it's fun, and there's hundreds of different themes out there that you can choose from.
Yeah, super. I love, and when you hear Locked In, that could make people a little nervous, but obviously you could get anybody out that needs to get out. But the whole point is that, you're in there and you're racing against the clock and you're trying to solve the puzzle. Again, I've done it before. It's really fun and can be challenging, especially depending on the group that you may be with, family or friends. As far as the design process of, the puzzles and figuring out the clues and everything, that's not anything easy, I imagine. What was that like for you?
So for the library, I kind of started with the theme, and then there was a couple certain puzzles that I wanted to incorporate. So I made on a whiteboard, I lined those up, and then just kind of connected the dots from there of, okay, this is the first big puzzle, and then how do they get there? And then you just have to connect the dots from there and work your way down, and it just took a while, but then after a while, it just lined up good.
So cool, so cool. And as far as who this is best for, can kids go to this? Is it better to be a little bit older? Obviously adults it works for. What's kind of the age group here?
Anybody can.
Anybody.
It's for team building events, it's for birthday parties, for families, experienced people, unexperienced people. Anybody could go and do it. It's for everybody.
Yeah, and I know my personal experience, but for you guys, describe what an escape room scenario is like. Obviously there's all different ones all across the country, but what's kind of some of the emotion that either of you have experienced, going through a scenario like this?
To me, it can be kind of stressful, I'm not gonna lie.
But like a fun stressful.
Yes, it's a fun stress, especially when you're like, oh, I need help, I need a clue. Do you guys give clues out if they ask it? I know some escape rooms are like, here, you get 3 clues within the hour. Do you guys do something like that?
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna have a leaderboard. That's like a monthly leaderboard. To get on the leaderboard is no clues. It is just completely on your own. But other than that, it's gonna be pretty much how the team that's playing the room wants it. They can either do where I will lead them on. If they're close to a clue, I'll help them a little bit, or it's when they strictly ask for clues and how many they want, it's all up to them.
Very cool. Okay, and this is in Muskegon. You're from Fruitport. I mean, is there a lot of stuff like this in that area? Was there a reason you kind of chose Muskegon besides that's kind of where you're from?
There's a couple around there, but there was just one of the guys that my dad has worked for, there was an office space that opened up, and it just kind of happened and worked good there.
Oh,
Very
that's cool.
Anything we kind of haven't gone over that you want people to know if they're going to check this out? Again, opens up on Friday.
Yep. The only thing is there's a coupon code, WZZM13 for 20% off if you book later tonight. It'll be
Okay.
open later tonight.
There you go. You had to be watching Evening Plus to get that. And I've got a couple more details, guys. We have a graphic here we can pop up with the location, 1060 West Norton Avenue, again, in Muskegon. They have a great website up right now where you can get more info. But the more people you have, the cheaper it is per person. So that's a great incentive to have a great group there. Okay, and repeat that coupon code for us one more time, because I didn't know about that.
WZZM13. It will be live later tonight.
Very
Ooh,
cool.
Let's go.
Very cool. All right. Well, thanks so much for joining
Yep,
us and
thanks for
talking
having
about
me.
this. Is so cool and so exciting, and such a fun activity to do, especially if weather's not cooperating. This is something great with friends, family, coworkers, whatever. Really cool. Thanks so much for joining us and
Thanks for
walking us
having
through
me.
it.